I keep my prompts. And then this is my journal. Hey Siri, is it gonna rain today?
Doesn't look like it's going to rain today.
Okay, good. Because I do have all of this to wash. And I also bought new sheets, which I'm gonna wash after that load. And while that's all washing, I'm gonna work out. Siri, what the hell? It's raining pretty hard. My clothes are already in the wash. I actually walk for 90 minutes every day, but my walking pad, I'm sure it can go more than an hour, but the user manual does say to maintain it better, don't use it for more than an hour. So what I do is an hour on, then 30 minutes workday. I will continue work. Today is a holiday for me because Wednesday was Chinese New Year. Our bosses gave us the option to pick whether we would take it on the actual Lunar New Year. I chose to just work on the Wednesday. Now I have a long weekend. We have lots of stuff to do today. Before my walk, I take a Active BCAA Energy. It's kind of a pre-workout, but not really. Caffeine, L-valine, L-isothine, L-leucine. It's designed to fuel your muscles, enhance endurance, and accelerate recovery. It also helps with hydration. So I'm gonna chug this and get dressed. Almost 40 minutes in, about 4,000. My clothes are probably done already, but it's fine. I'm done with the first hour of my workout, so now I'm gonna let my walking pad rest. I'm gonna go down and hang my clothes. Are you hungry? My little brother, Peter. Say hola. Yeah. Oop, oop. He didn't like how you smell. We still have a couple minutes left until I have walking pad is done resting, but I got some packages, and this one is the signal of the start of a new era. First package is from Skin 1004, 1004. Favorite skincare brand ever. It really helped my eczema. I got the Airfit sun cream. I was kind of fed up with my Apple Watch. She's charging right now because she dies within like 2 hours or more. I would say like generously, she dies within like 3 hours. In between my workouts, I have to charge her. I bit the bullet, got myself a Garmin. I'm very attached to my Apple Watch, and I was thinking of getting like just a newer, nicer Apple Watch, but people say like down the line it will get bad battery life and you'll just have to keep on buying new ones, which I'm really sick of, like having to buy multiple gadgets. Like, can't I have like a good one that lasts years? I got the very basic one, like just the 8,000 one, because I needed it already, because this was like on it. My Apple Watch is on its last legs. So we're gonna set it up together later. Here she is. So today is my last day with my beloved Apple Watch. I think it's time, but I'm trying not to say it in front of my Apple Watch's face because it might feel bad. I actually don't remember the last time I talked to you, but done working out, did my skincare, I'm ready for the day. It's been a couple of hours since I think I last spoke to you. I didn't expect to be cooking that long. This is the cookie that I made. We had a lot of bananas, so my mom originally wanted me to make banana bread. I didn't want to make banana bread. I wanted like a cookie, so I found a banana bread cookie. I realized it's not the best idea. I hate bready cookies. It's so good. I feel like I could have made it a muffin. And we had leftover chocolate from like this giant chocolate Santa that we had, so I just threw that in there. First order of business is to study, because I didn't study according to my plan a couple of days ago, which is why I have a coffee at 6 p.m. I was distracted a little bit on the way. I studied 4 hours. That's great. I'm sick and tired of this. I'm sorry, Apple Watch. Lovely. It's pretty dark. Okay, I did it. I thought it was gonna be way more complicated. This is her. I think it would look more slay. And I have my nice straps. Total steps of my last day having an Apple Watch, 11,500. I'm gonna turn her off. Everyone say a prayer for her. Goodbye. I'm gonna continue reading my current read, which is Good Behavior by Molly Kane. I'm gonna read the synopsis because I don't wanna spoil anything, but I don't think I'm gonna the part yet of the book that would spoil anything. Behind the rich veneer of Temple Alice, the aristocratic St. Charles family keeps the realities of life at bay. Arun, her name is Aroon, the unlovely daughter of the house, silently longs for love and approval, which are withheld from her by her icy mother. And though her handsome father is fond of her in his way, his passion is for the thrill of the chase. High-bred ladies and servants are equally fair game. Sinking into a decaying grace, the family's adherence to unyielding codes of good behavior is both their salvation and their downfall, for their reserved facade conceals dark secrets and hushed cruelties. Really good. I actually love the vibe. I don't know what you would categorize that era, 20s and 30s. Is that like Victorian era? I find it so weird when they reference like modern things, and I realize like it's not that long ago, but also it kind of is. Like this is like the time of the gamophone where they have to wind up stuff, but tea with like the servants and the nannies and the governesses, like that's a thing that I had a hard time understanding because there are so many different roles in this aristocratic society. Like there's a maid, there's a nanny, there's a governess, and they all like reference them without explaining. So I had to kind of search. And again, I think if you watch or read more time period pieces of this time, maybe you won't find that much of a bother, but I'm not used to it. I thought at first I wouldn't like the writing, but now that I'm like 130 pages in, I'm used to it now. It's not so bad. Love how they have to like get ready for supper. They have to get ready for supper and they like put on nice dresses. Like sometimes I wish I was not in my pambahay all the time. I feel so bad for her because I do feel her sometimes. She's meant to be a very dislikable character, but again, I wouldn't say she's my year of rest and relaxation level of dislikable, but she's very much a people pleaser. Like one of the first things that she said in the book was, I don't trust Rose, I don't trust anybody because I like things to be right. Most people would be like, you're so full of yourself. But in a way, I kind of felt that because I'm a very controlling person and that's something I need to fix with myself. This book like speaks to that a lot of being like a people pleaser. And like the premise according to the main character is like she doesn't understand why these bad things has happened to her because she's been so good. But in reality, I think it's more of like, for the reader's perspective, it's more of an analysis of what being a people pleaser or being a controlling person, or like just being someone who adheres to good behavior, or like these conservative and like sometimes misogynistic values can do to a person, and like when they take it to the extreme. Also, if you like books that deal with a different form of daddy issues where it's like, or like you put your father on a pedestal, mommy issues where there's a lot of jealousy and resentment, you'll like this book. The main character, I feel like one of the relatable things about her is that she goes to extremes to try to be, I wouldn't say center of attention, but she does try to relate to people who matter to her. She takes that to an extreme. She makes herself the butt of the joke, so in a self-deprecating way. She is blinded by the thought of being noticed and being known enough to have an inside joke of, even if they're joking about her. even if they don't really respect her, as long as they're making jokes about her, she's good. She feels loved. You know what? At first I didn't think I was absorbing anything from this book and that I didn't really like it. Like, it was tentative 3 stars. Now that I'm analyzing it and like speaking my analysis out into the open, I'm like, I kind of like this. We have some growing ampalaya and some are turning yellow. This is also oregano. I cooked with that yesterday. Ginger plants, all of this, aloe vera. I'm wearing a Red Bull shirt right now. Time check, basically 11. Started at 9. This day was productive, right? I don't know. I feel like I wasted a lot of time just because I took a nap, but Red Bull fan alert, red flag. Actually, I had really fun filming content. I filmed 7 videos. Let's go. The mess that happens to my room after I film is actually crazy. Let's fix that. Hi, happy Sunday. Even if I slept at like, what time did I fall asleep yesterday? See, I love Garmin because I can look back at what time I slept. Slept at 1 a.m. Ended up getting up at 8:30 because I had to get the house ready for my siblings coming. Played with my nephew. I made him watch some Pedri videos. He's a big Ronaldo fan and I need to indoctrinate him into the Claire lifestyle. That's mainly what I did today. Just hung out with my family. I didn't want to film it too much. Hi. Room is clean. As clean as it could be. Showered. It's currently 12:14. I did say I wanted to be asleep by 12, but I ended up showering at like 11:30. Tonight we're trying this pack by Skin 104. I just don't dig how it's single packed, but it's good for traveling. Honestly, guys, tomorrow is Monday. I feel like it's quite normal to have at least a little bit of Sunday scaries, but recently with like the routines I've been trying to do and like the mind shifts I've been trying to have, it's not as bad. Last time check of the video, 102. Hair's still kind of damp, but that's fine because I haven't read. At 155, it's like 290 plus pages of this book. My goal is to finish it by the end of this week, possibly start or move one's own. Anyway, thanks so much for spending a long, productive, not so restful, but restful in my heart weekend with me. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!